How's it going, YouTube? Jamie the Kid00 here, and Merry Christmas Eve to all of you, depending on what time you're watching this. This should have been recorded on Christmas Eve, and it should be uploaded on the same day. Now, those of you who are following my Facebook, cheeky link in the description below, will know that I posted an image with the key cards from every deck that I'm currently capable of building, and asked you guys what you wanted to see. None of you voted for Six Samurai, but while I was looking at them, before I even looked at any of the votes, I decided I really wanted to build Samurai anyway, because I had my friend's deck list for ages. I told him I'd do a deck profile of it, and never actually got round to it. So, before I do what you've voted for, I have taken your votes into account, and they will be done eventually. I'm going to profile this now, before I go to work. And yeah, this is the Six Samurai deck that my friend had been repeatedly topping locals with. I believe he took first place 3 times and never failed to top 8 while he was playing this deck, so he's got to be doing something right. I made a few minor changes, and he didn't send me his extra deck, so this extra deck is crap. Like, I hate this extra deck, but I only put it together quickly because I'm missing some of the stuff, and I built the main deck, I wanted to profile it. So I'm just going to get straight into this. Nothing much else I want to say on that front. Otherwise, I know a lot of people have different views on what a Six Samurai deck should contain, but I'm gonna say this now. Don't play Great Shogun Shien. It's a terrible card. And anyone who comments in the comment section below saying play Great Shogun Shien is going to be branded an imbecile, and I will probably respond to them in such a way. So let's start off the deck profile with 3 copies of Kagemusha, the Six Samurai. I made the mistake of trading off loads of my Kagemushas, so I literally have 2. I have a super and I have a common, and I can't find a third for the life of me because I left all my commons back in Wales. 3 Kagemusha, again, it's the staple tuner. There is a reason you would play 2, but in my opinion, I vastly prefer 3. And I really like his effect. His effect is really awesome. Then I play double Cyber Dragon in the form of Elder of the Six Samurai. It's a really versatile card, allowing you to special summon it to sync with a 3. It's a special summon that you can use to bait out warnings, things like that. Special summon it and use Asceticism to get Kagemusha, and you haven't even used your normal summon yet. So crazy plays like that. Again, its main use is tying in with Kagemusha to make your first turn Shien plays. I prefer it personally to this card, Legendary Six Samurai Kageki. But Kageki is a very interesting card. My friend played 1. I really like 2. If I'm going to play it, I play it in 2 or none. 3 was good ages ago, but now that we have access to Elder, it's a little less risky. And this card comes into its own at the moment because Veiler is seeing a decline due to Mermails being played. So Veiler is not being played anywhere near as much as it was. So these are incredibly viable now. And again, they make easy Shien plays, drop extra cards on board. They're a 2k wall. A lot of people forget that. If you've drawn dead, it's a 2k wall. So you just got to remember the stats of these cards sometimes. Then continuing on, we play, of course, the staple triple Kaizan. What's not to love about Kaizan? Making you free Barkion plays for days with Kagemusha, and it's just such a good card. And it's great asceticism target as well. Then as asceticism targets, I play 1 copy of Inishi to bring it out off of Kageki with Asceticism of the Six Samurai, and 1 Zanji to bring it off Kaizan with Asceticism of the Six Samurai. And again, these 2 are just great because they make Asceticism live, they make Xyz plays. This card is awesome to bring out because, I mean, you can Asceticism it during your opponent's turn and then bounce one of their guys if you really have to, and just do fun shenanigans. Enishi I really like just because it's such a funny card. And then for the final one-offs, I play Hand of the Six Samurai because removal. You need a removal for big monsters. And 1 Grandmaster. I don't feel the need for 2. Some people play 2, and I don't condemn that decision. It's just not in my play style for this deck, and it's not in his list either. So that is our monster lineup. I didn't count how many monsters there are, but you can surely work that out. Continuing with the spells, of course we're going to play the triad of the staples in the form of Reborn, Darkhold, and Storm. So, the 3 good cards. We played 1 Book of Moon. He didn't play them, but I play double MST in my version because I feel that you do need a bit of background removal. I kind of understand why he didn't, but at the same time, I really think that MST is... You've got to play MST at the moment because there are certain cards that can lock down your decks, and it's just a good card. I like MST, so I continue to play it. Then for the non-staple stuff, we play 1 Reinforcement of the Army because you're playing a warrior deck, so it's a staple in this respect. Double Shien Smoke Signal, because, again, we're playing Six Samurai, so Shien Smoke Signal is kind of the shiznit. The most controversial card in the world, we play 1 Portal de los Seis, or Six Samurai, Gateway of the Six Samurai. The most broken card in the deck. You open this and enough Samurai to go off, you've won the game. So it's a card that you open on your opponent and you feel like a complete douche, but you have to play it, so it's an incredible card. I really like it, but at the same time, I really think it should be banned. And they play Triple United, because when you're going off, it makes your going off plays free. United Kageki Kagemusha is like a crazy hand, because you get a free Shien and draw 2 cards. Just so good. And even if you're in a bad position, you can still, like, say, play this, special summon Elder, special summon Kaizen, get 2 draws, and try and find your tuner. So, again, it's Pot of Greed. It's a deck that plays 3 Pots of Greed. What's not to love? And then we play Triple Asceticism, because this is an Asceticism build. And Asceticism is an awesome card, so good card, good card. Sets up so many Synchronic Seas plays, it's not even funny, so like it. Then the trap lineup is fairly standard. We play double Musakani, because Musakani is incredible, just stopping destruction. It means you don't have to play Road in this deck, simply because if you have a Samurai out, Storm isn't going to touch you. So you can set everything without fear of Storm, as long as you have a way to protect that Samurai you've got on board. So when you've got Shien out, Shien this is usually a game position. Unless your opponent puts a big monster on board, you will have game. So definitely a staple card. I don't like it at 3 because it clogs, but 2, bee's knees. Then we play double Fiendish Chain, because the deck doesn't play Veiler, and I prefer Chain at the moment anyway, because Chain has the second application in that it stops effects. Sorry, it stops attacks, and it stops effects permanently while it's up, instead of Veiler just hitting stuff only during your opponent's main phase, which is quite awkward. Fiendish Chain is just much more versatile, and I prefer it at the moment. Then the deck plays 1 Compulse. It was playing 2, but this is 42 cards, so I cut it down to 1. This deck was playing double Deep Prison, but I don't have my Deep Prisons on me, so I put in double Mirror Force. But I would make these double Deep Prison if I had my Deep Prisons on me, but they're in Wales, so it's double Mirror Force at the moment. But anyone who's listening to the dialogue will know to change it for Deep Prisons. Then I play double Bottomless, because Bottomless is Bottomless, and it's a staple card, it's amazing. Double Mourning, and the Judgment. Right, now we're going to move on to the absolutely awful extra deck. And I'm going to point out one thing. I built it incredibly quickly. There are a lot of things I would take out, and I'm actually probably going to talk about them as I go through and say, yeah, I'd take this out, yeah, I'd take this out. And there are no Warrior exclusive Xyzes in here. There's only 1 rank 4, I believe 2 rank 4s in here. And there should be things like Excalibur and Blade Armor, but I have not put them in, and they should be in there. But the extra deck is more... Don't copy this extra deck, only copy the main deck. I would not copy my extra deck skills. So, for the 5s that we play the 1 Shien. God, I wish this was a 2, but 1 Shien. 1 Catastor. 1 Hyper Librarian, which I would cut, so we're going to take that away. 1 Naturi Beast. This card is insane against certain decks, especially against Dark Worlds and things like that, where you can just go Kagemusha. Like, Game 2, when you know you're playing against Dark Worlds, or if you've seen the player before, you can just go Kagemusha, Kageki, this. Sorry, no, well, not Kageki, because I don't think Kageki is a... No. Kagemusha, Elder, sorry, this. For the 6s, I play Barkion and Gaia Knight. I'm not massively keen on Gaia Knight, so I mean, I might cut it, but Gaia Knight's a pretty cool card. There aren't any other 6s that I'd really rather play, but you don't go into 6s that often, and if you're going to be going into 6s, you'll almost always make Barkion. So Gaia Knight is okay, but it's a bit redundant, so consider cutting Gaia Knight. I only play 1 7 because I never find myself making 7s that much, in the form of Black Rose Dragon, so do what you will, cut it if you want, add more 7s if you want, but not a massive fan of 7s in this. Then for the 8s, I play 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap Dragon, and 1 Colossal Fighter. The Colossal Fighter is in here for the lols at the moment, simply because Cupcakey21 is borrowing my Mistworm, so this would probably be a Mistworm if I had my Mistworm, but Colossal Fighter is just funny. If you've made Shien and it's been destroyed, Colossal Fighter can get it back. It's also huge when you've got loads of guys in grave, so he's funny. I don't think he's very good, per se, in this deck, but he makes for some very funny plays. Then this deck my extra deck plays far too many rank 3s in the form of Xyzes. I'm not that big a fan of Levier, so I'd probably cut the Levier. Because you really don't go into 3s that often. It's either the Leviathan or the Levier. The Zen mains, of course, has to stay. But if you're looking to cut stuff to make room for Excalibur and Blade Armor, be my guest and cut either of these two on the ends. So they're the rank 3s. And then for the rank 4s, I play one Mace Stroke because it's the best rank 4. And I play one Shadow of the Six Samurai Shien because it's a really quite cool rank 4. And it was at hand when I was building the deck. That's literally my mentality in putting it in there. So, that was a bit of a weird extra deck, and that brings the deck profile to a close. This has been a bit of an odd Six Samurai deck profile, now that I've gone through that extra deck, the rather embarrassing extra deck, but I feel this is a really stable deck, and as my friend showed in his play through my locals, it really did serve him well, winning him event after event, so yeah. Otherwise, I don't have much else to say. I'm sure he'll comment on the video and say other things, like say my changes are really bad and things like that, but hey, that's just what he's like. Otherwise, let me know what changes you would make, what you've thought of this video, like, comment and subscribe, all that jazz, and feel free to check out my Facebook that I link below to go vote for other deck profiles that you want to see. I'm off to work now, but I'll be back next video with a TG Drain deck profile. Stay tuned, guys. Have a Merry Christmas Eve, and I'll see you later. Bye.